Hi guys. So I can tell Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are going to be my favorite days because I get to do what I love, and that is tell stories and teach kids. So Fridays I talk about things that happened in Africa that are funny or unusual or scary and surprising. And then Saturdays and Sundays I'm going to do a storytelling where I read from a book. And so I started going through the Action Bible. And if your kid is interested in following along, I encourage you to purchase one. They're actually really incredibly well done. It's not the whole Bible, but they take a lot of stories from the Bible and do it's actually quite awesome. Kids love them. And so I figured it's a great time to be reading for kids and showing some pictures, and maybe they can follow along. So yesterday, I don't know what happened, but my phone all of a sudden decided to fall down a million times, and so I kind of gave up. But so we're going to just continue what I started on yesterday, which is talking about how God made the world. And he's so big that he made it big enough that he could actually make and place all the stars and planets and galaxies where he wanted them to be. And that's so encouraging because it reminds us that he is so big he can be with us the same time he's with the people that we love and we can't be around, the same time he's with people that might be in the hospital or sick and we can't go visit them. And that's so encouraging to our hearts. So I'm super thankful for how big God is and how much he loves us. Okay, so we are doing we're still here. So we're talking about how God made the world and all the different animals that he made. I think I started in on this yesterday. So he looked at everything he made and he said it was good. So what's your favorite animal? Mine is actually an elephant. I love elephants. I think they're so amazing. So one of the amazing things about this, when God made the world, is that the animals didn't kill each other and people didn't have to be scared of animals because they were friendly. Can you imagine getting to pet a scary cougar? Oh, it's amazing. Okay, day 7, God rested. Ooh, well, why would God need to rest? Isn't he God? Isn't he powerful and big? Well, yes, he is. But God wanted to show the world that it's okay to take a break. So God showed Adam and Eve the beauty and the fruitfulness of the garden they lived in, and he told them, you can eat from every single tree, and there were so many trees. But one tree, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, you can't eat from that tree. If you eat from that tree, you will die. So God had a rule that he put in place for them. Only one though. I mean, of all the wonderful trees and yummy fruits and things they could eat, only one they couldn't eat from. Do you think that they could do it? Let's find out. So we're in the Garden of Eden. Look, Adam, she says. The little bird comes when I call. And Adam says, God is good to us. He has given us everything we need. And she says, everything except fruit from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And he says, yes, it's forbidden. But Eve wonders. And one day she goes to the tree and gazes at the forbidden fruit. Uh-oh. Satan, in the form of a serpent, tempts Eve and he lies to her. Are you sure God said not to eat this fruit? And she says, oh yes, if we even touch it, we'll die. And he says, oh, you won't die if you touch it, see? And if you eat it, you'll be wise just like God. And she says, you're right. And if this fruit will make me wise, surely there's no harm in taking just one bite. And then she goes to Adam. Adam, it tastes delicious. And it will make you wise. That's what the serpent said. Uh-oh, this isn't a good idea. Here's the picture. Things don't turn out good for them. But the forbidden fruit has far different effects than the serpent promised. And suddenly Adam and Eve realized they disobeyed God. They chose to believe Satan instead of God. Their innocence is taken away. We're not wise. We're just naked. Cover yourselves with these leaves. We must hide. Uh-oh. In the stillness of the garden, God comes to Adam and Eve. Because you know what? That God used to come and take walks for Adam and Eve and with Adam and Eve in the garden. It was such a special time. He was their best friend. In the stillness of the garden, he comes. I only ate it because the woman you gave me handed it to me. How did you know you were naked? Have you eaten the fruit I told you not to eat? God says. And Eve says, the serpent you created tricked me. Who are they blaming? They're blaming God. Crazy. And God says, because you disobeyed me, you must leave this beautiful garden. From now on, you'll have to work hard to survive. God makes clothes for Adam and Eve out of animal skins and sends them away. So this is the first time that an animal had to die and blood had to be shed. Very sad. Look, Adam and Eve are not in the garden anymore. A flaming sword blocks the entrance to the garden. We can never go back now. Where can we go? What can we do? Disobeying God always leads to sadness. So that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll keep going. And if you want to purchase this book, then your kids can follow along looking at their own book while I read. I think that would be fun. So I'm going to be doing story time on the weekends. And Fridays, I'll do stories about Africa and different things that have happened to me. So if you scroll down, you can see some of those stories through my profile. All right, I will talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful Sunday.